in the film Pulp Fiction, it seems that going to the bathroom is a bad omen, or bathrooms are a bad omen, or at least taking a shit is, because a lot of bad things happen, mainly to the character of Vincent, whenever he goes to the bathroom throughout the film. We have the first time, which is actually at the diner.
I love you, honey bunny.
The conversation between the two robbers actually happens just as he probably walks to the bathroom and he starts to sit down. The second time is actually when he goes out with Marcellus Wallace's wife, Mia Wallace, and he accidentally gets her high on heroin and she overdoses and almost dies while he's in the bathroom taking a piss, but she says,
I'm gonna take a piss.
Little TMI, but go right ahead. Another time is, of course, Vincent's death when he takes a shit because he finds out that Bruce Willis isn't there. And then we see the fourth, which is actually the second time, is when the one guy has the hand cannon in the bathroom. Which completely changes the course of...
This was divine intervention. You know what divine intervention is? I mean, that's it for me. From here on in, you consider my ass retired.
Jesus Christ.
Telling Marcellus today, I'm through. Right now, Yolanda. We're not gonna do anything stupid, are we? Don't you hurt him. Nobody.
I mean, he goes from a guy who would have gunned these two down without hesitation to someone who tries to de-escalate the whole entire situation. Character Jules' life in terms of how he looks
Normally,
at
both your asses
the rest of his life.
fucking fried chicken. But you happen to pull this shit while I'm in a transitional period, and I don't want to kill you. I want to help you. The truth is, you're the weak, and I am the tyranny of evil men. But I'm trying, Ringo. I'm trying real hard to be the shepherd.
You could say that Travolta is shitting out a whole bunch of different storylines or something. Anyways, this is also what causes him to reevaluate and realize this isn't what he's on to do with his life. That's what causes him to exit the story and not be there for Vincent's character. He isn't there for Vincent when the next day, when Vincent gets killed. Marcellus Wallace actually has to cover Vincent's back, and which leads to them getting impatient, waiting around, and he gets breakfast for both two of them, because he's only a couple of blocks away. And this leads to the whole weird storyline where the two end up in a situation where they're both common, where their social status means nothing, and they're not there as criminals but as victims. Kind of like soldiers, in this way that his father and grandfather had to have that watch as a birthright, as well as some representation of their honor and dignity against all unforeseen and foreseeable threats. Also, I'm not sure, but I think his ropes are too loose because of his watch. I guess Bruce Willis's character, the same thing that motivated him not to throw the fight and to bet on himself so that he could make even more money and screw Marcellus Wallace, was his own honor. And to retain that honor, he also had to go back for Marcellus when Marcellus is being raped. because he can't just leave him behind. It'd be dishonorable. He knows that if his father or his grandfather were in a similar situation, they would never, ever leave someone behind, even if they had their differences. This got way off the rails, but anyways, yeah, like taking a shit is really, really like something that spawns more than poopy.